All right, I think what I'll do, because I wanted to make a goblet with captive rings, because that is very ideal for Valentine's Day. You know, when you have captive rings, it shows a bond and love. So we're gonna go ahead. So it's a great project for Valentine's Day. We're going to go ahead and tape these together. Anyway, we're going to get this on. My video camera needs to be charged up, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it and finish this taping. And then I'll get it, a tenon on there, and I'll get it on the lathe, and we can turn it, make some heart windows with the inside out ornament. It's not going to be an ornament, it's going to be for a goblet. So what I'm thinking on doing is turning the heart shapes and then filling them in with epoxy resin. What do you think? Do you think we can do that? We can try. You bet. Okay. All right, and I hope y'all can join me, and I hope you enjoy the video. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. All right, here we go. Let's turn this thing. Now, the weather is great today. It is 64 degrees. That's very nice. Very, very nice. So we got it cooperating with us. Very good. Going on here. Hi. When I cut that area out, it formed a weird bottom. It's not what I wanted, but well, we'll take it. We got what we wanted. We got something. That's so funny. Okay. So now I need to grind down so anyway, I need to grind down. I'm just guesstimating an area. Grind down all that. I'd rather mark it so I know the area I need to grind and not make a mistake. Okay. I'm going to work on grinding this down and I'll be back. I have the piece of wood on here ready to go to turn, and hopefully we can make this. The only problem would be that the epoxy resin might chip off or be a pit somewhere. That's my main concern right now. But what we want to do is shape it, and I have it this way because I have to open up the cup. So the cup needs to be open at the top part of the heart, not the bottom. Well, you can do that if you want to, but it'd be upside down heart. So in order for the cup to be upright, we need it on this side. So I have to be careful not to go too far down here and shape it. So we need to be gentle and careful with it. We're gonna put a hole in it, slope it down here and get it off, and then we will make the rest of the cup. I got stuff all over me. Let's put a hole in it. All right, I've had a hellacious time with this thing, so I can't join it with a longer piece on here. It's not lining up. Let's see, where'd it go? All right, I went ahead and I thought, well, I'll just make it shorter so I can put this on and this will fit. But I got to put the captive rings on first before I forget. And then I'll have to, I'm going to go ahead and glue it on here on the cup. And then we will get it finally going. I've been working with this thing for an hour or two. I thought, you know, I was trying to make a dowel out of it. The dowel, where in the world is that thing? Everything just disappears on me all the time. Oh, it's over here. The dowel, this dowel is too small for the drill bit hole that I made. So I have to make a dowel out of the walnut from the piece. So it'll fit properly. This piece is off a little bit. It's not running true. But we have it where it's going to line up some now. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. I see a little ridge right there. That's got to be level. So I'm going to glue it on. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And hopefully, that's too high. That's got to be level. I'll tell you what, I'll do it like this. Make sure that I don't get a kick. There. So I'm cleaning it up. Let's glue this on here so we can get it going. I'm ready to get it finished. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get it glued on. Let's go ahead and get this ready to go. I tell you what, sometimes this stuff can be really aggravating and not cooperate. Things don't always cooperate. I've been very fortunate a lot of times that things have gone pretty well, but not today. It might be the cold weather. I'll blame the cold weather. That's right. I'll blame the cold weather. And I'll have to tape these up. Once it's glued back on there, I'll tape these up so they're not running around all over the place, going back and forth, jingling around, getting in my way. And then I'll see about shaping this a little bit, just a simple shape of some sort. Get this baby off so we can get it finished. All right, and I'll be back. All right. I'm going to sand this up, and then we'll cut it off and get this thing finished. That would be awesome. And Valentine's Day is coming quickly. Isn't that great? Finally getting it finished. Here we go. Okay, I can't mess with it on the lathe, it'll snap it. So I'm going to take it off and I'll sand it down with a Dremel and be done with it. Let's get this baby off. I'll be back. Hello everyone. We have it finished, finally. I had a hard time. You wouldn't believe. I had a horrible time trying to open this cup up. I finally got it opened up, but it's not perfect. There is a hole down there at the bottom. A little bit of a hole going down a little bit, but that's okay. Anyway, we got it though. We got the... Let me back up a little bit. So we got the captive rings. I was going to join them together, but I'd have to cut one open in order to do that, and I didn't feel like it, so I just left them separate. That's okay. We got the captive rings on there as a symbol of two people who are in love that are together. How about that? This is a Valentine's cup. This is a heart, and I made a big mistake. I went ahead and filled this in before I turned it. And I shouldn't have done that, because what it did is start drawing it out on the end right here, on the ends. And it started really drawing it out real bad. And so the only thing I could do is try to stain it a little bit in this area, because these two hearts were joined together. So it looks a little gaudy. It looks a little ugly, I reckon you can say. I should have known better, and I forgot all about that. But it is what it is, right? It still turned out nice. I still got my hearts. There's a heart. Look at there. I mean, I think that's awesome, because I have not seen any goblets online that have a heart on the cup part. It's wood turned. So I just, with epoxy resin, of course. So I just think that's wonderful. You know, I go to Google I can't talk again. I go to Google Images and I type in what I'm looking for and pictures of it. And so, you know, I type in goblets with hearts. And they bring up all the goblets with hearts or associated with hearts, but they didn't show anything wood turned that has a heart on the cup. So, well, does that mean I'm the first one? Maybe on YouTube. Maybe not in the world, but on YouTube I might be the first one. That's awesome. It's really awesome. I like that, you know. It's pretty cool to do things that nobody else has done. I love that. Unique, one of a kind, and special. Just like y'all are so special to me. That's right. Y'all are special. And I love you guys. This is Valentine's coming up. I can say I love you. That's right. And I do. I really do. I care about y'all. I know I've never met you in real life. My regulars, I'm mainly speaking to. I'm not speaking to people who just visit. I don't even know who you are. I've never spoken to you. But, you know, my regulars, I love you guys. You know. And y'all add such flavor and such richness in my life and on my channel. I just want to thank you so much. I want you to know something. I don't want you to ever think that I would take you for granted, okay? Y'all are special to me. So anyway, we got the cup. I think it's beautiful. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. This is poplar. This is epoxy resin. I didn't have red. I got as close to red as I could with the copper and some red flakes. And I put the red flakes in there also. But it still didn't turn it red, per se. So, other than that, you know, it's absolutely gorgeous. So, the epoxy resin on one of them cracked a little bit right through here. Now it's smooth now because I filled it in. When I put the Gorilla Clear Glue on there, it filled in the crack, so it's not a big deal. So the crack is still there, so it's all good. There's a crack on that one too. So we got it. Just a simple stem. Like I said before, I had a hellacious time trying to get the stem on. I had a hellacious time opening the cup up. That was the worst. I could not seem to open that cup up. It kept popping off and popping off the stem. So, but we got it. We finally got it. I think that's awesome. And I need to turn another one so that before I pour the epoxy resin, I turn it some, make the shape of it a little bit, and then pour the epoxy resin, right? That's right. So anyway, y'all have a good afternoon, a good evening, a wonderful weekend, and we will see you soon with the Boston Butt. That's right. Goblets and Boston Butts. What do you think? That's right. All right. Bye-bye.